The housing market is shifting fast, and what you do next could cost you thousands or could save you thousands and thousands of dollars. In this video, I will answer the top questions buyers like yourself are asking and what to do next, including whether to buy now or wait, what mortgage rates are going to do, are they going to go up or are they going to come down, and how the upcoming trends might affect your decision and your pocketbook. I'm going to break down the critical buyer questions you need to answer right now to make the smartest decision for you. Now, this video is not a guide on how to buy a house, step-by-step process. It's more of a guide to help you make a decision. Should I buy now? When should I buy? How should I buy? How much should I buy for? So it's a guideline to help you make a decision on buying, whether now or later or whenever. I've sold hundreds and hundreds of homes over my last 25 years in this business. And one thing is for sure, buyers are always nervous about buying a house and they are always hesitant on buying a house. And the most common question buyers ask is, when should I buy a house and where should I buy a house? I understand that buying a house will be one of your biggest transactions you will make. So I'm sure you want to make the right decision and a sound decision. So the question is, buy now or wait? The magic question. Right now, home prices remain high in many areas, but inventory is limited. This means that competition is strong, but buyers might find fewer options and chances of home prices going up are higher. So the advantage of buying right now is that if you buy right now, you're going to pay whatever the market is right now. The prices will not go up. The other advantage is you will lock in the current mortgage rate, whatever it is. It used to be 8%, now it's about 6%. So if you lock in the home price, if you lock in the mortgage rate, you are set for a fixed payment for 30 years and you will start appreciating and you will start building equity in your home. On the other hand, there is an advantage to waiting. Waiting could give you more time to save for a larger down payment or see if home prices stabilize, but you risk higher home prices and higher mortgage rates. What I've seen over my last 25 years is buyers chase the market, and that is the biggest error or the biggest mistake they make in buying a house. Don't chase the market. You buy when you are ready, willing, and able to buy. You cannot predict the market. You cannot predict the inflation. You cannot predict a recession. You cannot predict anything in real estate, let alone economy. The second thing the buyers are nervous about, or what makes them hesitate on buying, is they are waiting for that perfect mortgage rate. And as I always say, don't wait for the mortgage rates to come down or up. You can never predict it. If it's higher, you can always refinance it later on. As you might have known from the reports, mortgage rates have been fluctuating recently, and while there is hope they may drop further, it's important to note that they could also rise again due to economic factors. According to Greg McBride from Bankrate, a further drop in mortgage rates could bring a surge of demand that makes it tougher to actually buy a house. When it comes to mortgage, one of the things you have to consider is the affordability instead of the speculation of mortgage rates. Instead of timing the market, focus on what's affordable for you now. A lower rate in the future might not significantly improve affordability if home prices continue to climb. In my personal opinion, and from talking to a lot of buyers, they seem to be confused or have misinformation because they look at the national news, the national headlines, and the national trends. But real estate is hyper-local. National trends give a broad picture, but what's happening in your city or your local neighborhood is more important for your decision. So if you're considering buying a house, whether it's 3 months from now or a year from now, it's very important that you stay tuned with the national housing market, the national trends. But at the same time, keep in mind that your local market is maybe totally different than the national housing market. So focus on your local trends, talk to your local realtor, talk to your local lender, and gather some local information. Go to websites that have local information. I'll give you a case in point of an example. Right now, the national trend is home prices are inching up, maybe 1 or 2%, 3%, 4%, but nationally they are going up. But if you look at a lot of cities in Florida as an example, or if you look at Palm Springs, if you look at Joshua Tree, if you look at Celebration in Florida, if you look at another small town in Tennessee, all those have anywhere from 15 to 20% drop in their median home prices because the local economy, local factors affect those cities and counties. But nationally, the news says prices are going up, which is true. The median home price is going to go up this year and for the next 3 or 4 years. I'll talk about that shortly. On that note, I have a nationwide database that I have collected over the last 25 plus years, and I can refer you to the right local agent for you. Please fill out the short form so I can direct you to the right agent for you. Do not make the mistake of getting the wrong information, comparing it to your local information. So get connected, please. The other factor a lot of buyers don't even consider when buying the house is the long-term equity building process without doing anything. The biggest advantage of buying a house, no matter what price you pay, whether you pay a $400,000 price or that house is worth $470,000 and then you buy it at a higher price. But the key advantage of buying a house is that over the years, guaranteed, you will build equity. If you keep your home for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, in long term, you will build equity. Buying a home is a long-term investment, and while the market may fluctuate in the short term, home ownership tends to build equity over the years. This equity can be a powerful financial asset for you and your family. If you look at the current statistics, the average homeowner has gained about $25,000 in equity just over the past year. As I had mentioned to you earlier, most buyers do not buy or don't pull the trigger in buying because they are waiting for the prices to drop. But we don't know what's going to happen in the housing market. Nobody knows. But studies show, reports show that the home prices are still going to go up for the next 2 or 3 or 4 years. So should you buy now or should you still wait? Well, look at the point that I mentioned earlier. There are reasons to buy now, even if you have hesitation, because you buy when you are ready, willing, and able to buy. Here are the trends for the next 3 to 4 years. Reports indicate that while home prices growth might slow, prices are still expected to rise for the next few years. Limited inventory and high demand are key drivers of this housing trend. I have been hearing since 2020 and 2021 pre-COVID days from buyers, and some of the buyers still have not bought, that hey, I will buy when the market crashes. I will buy when the market goes down. I got news for you. Since 2019, because remember, prices have been going up since 2011. This has happened for the first time in history where prices has gone up sharply in the last 10, 12 years and still tending to go up. So all my friends, all my past clients, all the buyers that call me from the internet that did not buy, they have a major regret. Are you going to be in that shoe? Let's look at this chart. What is going to happen with the home prices? And if you are still saying that prices are going to drop, there's a foreclosure coming, there's a bubble coming, market will crash, I got news for you. That's not going to happen. Let's look at this chart again. It shows here that in 2024, year over year from January, home prices are expected to increase 4.73%. Of course, this is a nationwide trend. In Florida, it may go down, but in Southern California, it may go up 8 or 9%. But the average nationwide is 4.73%. If you look at 2025, they are predicting 3.11%. 2026, they are predicting a 3.29% increase. And 2028, it's a 3.88% increase. Mind you that the 3.88% increase in 2028 is the increase over 2027. So if you look at 2024 and go back up to 2028, you're looking at a significant home price increase. Imagine you come to 2028 and you say, I should have bought in 2024 when Mike said the prices are going to go up, but I did not buy. Well, in 2028, if you would have bought, your home price would have been 10, 15, 20% higher versus when you finally buy in 2028, you are going to end up paying 20 to 25% higher on the mortgage price. Big difference. One of the biggest secret in real estate from what I've experienced is time is on your side. I remember a lot of people let go of homes in 2006, 7, 8 recession because they lost their homes. But all those people who bought, their home prices have doubled, tripled, quadrupled in value. All the people who bought in the last 4 or 5 years, especially at 2% interest rate, and did not wait for the prices to drop, they have seen home prices jump 30, 40, 50, 60% in home values. Could you have been in this position if you bought 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago if you did not procrastinate? Procrastination when it comes to real estate is your enemy. Time when it comes in real estate is your friend. Always work with time. Another factor in buying a home, especially for first-time home buyers, you may genuinely say that, hey, you know what? Prices are so high, interest rates are so high, based on my income and my wife's income, we can barely afford a home, or the home we can afford is not in a great area or not in the neighborhood that we want. But one thing they do not consider, or they do not research, or they do not ask their realtor or the lender is, are there grant programs out there? There are so many grant programs in California, where I'm from, in Orange County. Certain cities like Santana, Anaheim, Garden Grove, once in a while they have city grant programs for first-time home buyers, for low-income home buyers, for first responders. There are county programs, state programs, federal programs. They want you to buy a house, because when you buy a house, it helps the economy. So check with realtors, check with lenders. Again, I have in the first comment of this video, I have a link. Fill it out and I can refer you to agents who are experienced, who knows your local market, and who can help you with grant programs if you are looking for some. But do not let uncertainty, nervousness, and procrastination from stopping you from buying a house and waiting from buying a house for the prices to increase. You can never chase the market. Nobody is that smart. There are also loan products out there. For example, the VA loans. This is for VA buyers where they don't have to put any money down, 0% down. And there are VA no-no programs where a VA can come in with $0, no closing cost, no appraisal fees, no interest fees, no down payment, and they can buy a house. There are other programs like the FHA, Federal Housing Authority, where the down payments can be as low as 3.5% down. And what they do is, because you're a first-time buyer, home buyer, and you may have some challenges in buying a home, their qualifications can be eased up depending on your income and your debt ratio. So there are a lot of programs out there, grant programs and loan programs. By the way, there are other mistakes that buyers make when it comes to buying a home. And at this end of this video, in a few seconds, I have a video link. It talks about the biggest mistakes buyers make when buying a house. So do please check it out. So to recap, should you buy now or wait? It depends on your financial situation, market conditions in your area, and your long-term goals. With home prices and rental rates expected to rise, buying sooner might help you lock in a better deal. But ultimately, it's about finding what's right for you. Good luck on your home purchase. Feel free to direct message me if I can help you or send you any resources.